102.5 WBXO Classic Rock Redefined, a special edition on the Pat Show today. Honored to have on our rock and roll phone a founding member who has been with the band for over 40 plus years and has witnessed firsthand the legendary rock group Kansas maintain their own musical identity through changing times, and they certainly have a renewed energy and excitement these days. A pleasure to have with us guitarist, songwriter Rich Williams. Rich, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Doing great.
Rich and the band on the road again. Radio Classics and fan favorite tour will be in Terrytown Music Hall next Friday night, and locally here at UPAC in Kingston next Saturday night. We're excited for all of that, Rich. Rich, were you like many other musicians? You got to watch the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show and said, man, I am hooked.
That's what I just finished an interview, and she asked me what got me started, and that's what I said. And that's true. That moment set Topeka, Kansas, the Midwest, the whole country on fire. And that went from suddenly everybody rushed to the music store and everybody wanted to play something. There was a garage band on every block. Everybody you knew played an instrument. And then just some continued to play as others just, the new wore off quickly. And the first band I was in was Phil Ehart. He was the drummer of my first band.
Wow.
And that was a junior year in high school. So, but that was the spark.
Yeah.
The fuse, definitely.
Everybody I talk to, I just start out with that because that's usually the answer I get to go, hey, how did this start for you? And everybody pretty much can go right to that magical moment and watching TV back then. Do you remember where you were the first time you heard a Kansas song on the radio and what song it was?
Well, I was in my car. I had a 1966 Buick LeSabre convertible. And I was in that, and I was leaving the radio station. One of my good friends from junior high and high school was a disc jockey in Topeka.
Oh, nice.
And much like you, he got to play anything he wanted back then. And we had just gone to Liberal, Kansas, which is in the far southwest corner of the state, this little recording studio, and we made the band was called White Clover at the time, and we made a demo tape. And I took it up to his station, and so he played it. And the song was "Can I Tell You," which would wind up, on the first album. That was the song that got us our record deal with Don Kirshner. That we later put that demo version on one of the I'm not sure, best of type of things, the things that are re-released. I can't remember which one it was, but that was the first one I heard in my car.
Wow. That is
demo, can I tell you?
The connection, timing is everything, and you happen to have the right connection. That here you are in a band and your buddy's a DJ and able to, get the music out there right away. And timing is everything. You never know who's listening.
That's true.
Besides the lineup changes over the years, in particular the departure of Kerry and Steve, this band has certainly overcome many challenges and have weathered many storms. In the latest album, the Prelude Implicit, I gotta, as a fan, I was all excited. A sense of rebirth, of freshness and excitement, especially with the addition of, Zach and Ronnie and David. Did you feel the same way? I saw you guys in 2015 down at Terrytown, and you could just sense it, that you guys were really having fun, and the music and the performance really came out of it, at least the show I was at. Is that the same vibe that's going on today?
Oh, very much so. There's always something up and coming. Now we're in the middle of this tour, but we're preparing for the upcoming Point of No Return 40th anniversary tour, which will be like the Leftoverture. It's going to be, over 2 hours of Kansas music. The last hour being Point of No Return album, but before that, it's an acoustic set, and then there's a whole diverse element of the set with songs from all our records, and then we end with the album in its entirety.
Wow.
So we're constantly in the, I mean, we got a sound check, and then we're right in the dressing room, and we're rehearsing for an hour and a half or so of getting ready for upcoming tours. Everybody's at home rehearsing. There's a constant energy. Meanwhile, we're working on a new album, start recording this January. So there is a constant, this locomotive is just still climbing.
That is great. It's, it's I want to say way overdue, but I mean, I'm really happy for you and the band. It's great to see you guys back out there. It was kind of missed for a while, and you close your eyes and the band is like, I just looking at I have an old ticket stub book, and I said, when the first time I saw Kansas, and it was November 19th, 1980 at the New Haven Coliseum, and the ticket was $9.50, and I think it was right after you guys just released Audio Visions, and I mean, just a great performance back then, and certainly I've seen you in between those years, but most recently 2015, and it was great to see you guys back on stage. As a musician, Rich, do you prefer that the entire band is in a recording studio together like in the old days working on a new album, or are you now comfortable with this modern technology of sending WAV files back and forth in an email?
Well, we kind of do both. In the creation of things, a lot of times we'll be sending files back and forth. What do you think about this? And you start sussing parts out and working on things. But the last album and this next album, we will be recording all together in the studio. There is
probably
nothing really wrong with doing it, through the mail, but what you miss in that is all the organic possibilities that happen in the room. It's like, oh, what would you just do? I'm sorry, I made a mistake. No, wait a minute, go back, listen to that. That was cool. Oh, wow. I was going for this and I accidentally hit that, but yeah, that really works. And well, what if we do that and then we do this? Those type of
interactions,
interactions do not happen in the cyber world. It just doesn't happen. Those happen when you're sitting in the room together, going over parts. I really like what you're trying to do here, but what if you added this? I never thought about that before. That'd be great. Then somebody goes, what are you guys doing? No, wait a minute. Let's slow that. Let's do it halftime, and we'll drop a beat here, and then that is the kind of stuff that turns something into something that is uniquely yours.
Absolutely.
And that's how we will always do things.
Yeah, the WAV file and the email is pretty much the convenience. People are living throughout the country in different cities, and I get that, but I'm not a musician, but I hear you. I think you miss out on the opportunities of networking, of, wait, do that again, do this again. It's like taking a course online when you don't have that group of people that maybe sharing different stories, and you kind of miss out on things. But I always
there's so much happens in interaction, and so many great things come out of mistakes. You turn a corner, you meant to take a right, and you accidentally took a left, and it was a mistake, but it was a wonderful mistake, and that led you to around the next corner.
Right.
You would have never got there to that end result if you would have just followed kind of a laid out course. Again, the organic element of creating music is as important as any other aspect of it, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Is there anything that you would do differently if you were just entering in the industry today, being around, for the longevity that you have been?
Well, if I did not know what the outcome was going to be, I would have something to fall back on. Because the chances of, I would say, if you want to be a musician, surround yourself with people that are friends, people you enjoy their company, because you can have a lot of fun with it as long as you enjoy each other. That doesn't mean there's any guarantee that anything will ever come of it. In fact, the odds are stacked against you. So while you're doing it, really, I mean, you can get the best guitar player, the best drummer in town, but chances are they're a jerk. And they'll think you're holding them back, and they'll move on to somebody else, to another band that they'll disrupt. So,
you just got
5 or 6 good friends, sit around and laugh and play together. You're going to make a great sound and have a lot of fun at it. If you get lucky, maybe something more will happen from that. But so just keep it fun.
I mean, it all really comes down to the chemistry and personalities of the folks. Like, you become almost, I mean, you do become a family. You probably with the guys more than you are with your family anymore. So, yeah. No, I hear you there. You know, it's mind-boggling, Rich, and Kansas was probably the first band that I was blown away seeing a guy on stage with a violin. And I fast forward today, and I know Dave Matthews Band also takes advantage of that instrument. Is it mind-boggling to you that there's not a lot of bands out there? I mean, I'm sure there are, but not, at your level that take advantage of using the instrument. You got, Dave does a great job and been with the band for so long, but it's like a void out there. I don't understand.
Well, there's not a whole lot of bands that have a tuba player. I don't know. Guitar is kind of a mainstay, but a violin is such a signature approach to things that I don't know. But there must be a reason why. Maybe it's just.
I mean, I think
it's a hard instrument to play. What's funny is there are more Kansas cover bands out there today than I could. It's hard to even, not just in the United States. There's 6 or 7 that we know of.
Really?
And then overseas, there's all these Kansas, cover bands, tribute bands. It's like I would have never imagined this, and that's where all the violin players are going.
It's just such a signature sound for Kansas. It always has been. And I just, kind of lost on, here we are in 2018, and I can only relate really to Dave Matthews Band and nobody really in the forefront. I mean, I'm sure, like I said, I've been to a lot of venues and, local bands that are out there with it, but nobody's really has, I mean, it's always been you think of violin, you think of classic rock, you think right away Kansas. There's no doubt in my mind. Well, as you mentioned, Rich, album celebrating the 40th anniversary of the great album Leftoverture. You guys just did the tour and are releasing a new live album, Leftoverture Live and Beyond, which comes out on November 3rd, and then I see beginning September 28th, as you mentioned, the 40th anniversary of another great album, Point of No Return, performed in its entirety for the first time, which will be definitely a kick-ass show. And you guys are still working on more work, so it is exciting to hear as a music guy, a fan, keeping that momentum going. And I can't wait to see you next Saturday night. Tickets are available Friday for the show down in Terrytown Music Hall. It's a beautiful venue down there. Certainly, UPAC over here at the Ulster Performing Arts Center in Kingston. Get your tickets today. We want these shows to be sold out, and keep supporting great artists like Rich and this legendary band. I want to say, due to Facebook and social media, certainly congratulations to you and your wife Debbie. I see grandfather again with Charlotte Grace. Am I correct on that?
That is correct, yes.
Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Rich, thank you very much for your time. I look forward to hopefully maybe rolling the dice with you and the guys on Saturday night so we can play your album and do what we do here, keeping new music alive on WBXO on The Pat Show.
Okay, well, thank you for what you do. I will see you there.
Okay, Rich. Rich Williams of the great legendary band Kansas. Thanks, Rich. Safe travels, my friend.
Okay, so long.
Bye now.